I don't need the deal that badly, Diane. If they can't pay what we're asking, no deal. I mean, these are coffee brokers. They don't know how to play hardball. I do. Thank you.
Is Mr. Quintos at home?
You know, I'm sorry, Mr. Quintos is busy right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, I can give you a...
Let me hear what the lady has to say.
You must be Mr. Quintos.
Yes, and you are?
An attorney, here on behalf of my client, Andrei Karpov.
Well, I'm retired, so I don't know what Andrei Karpov could possibly want with me.
You know, what's funny about you asking me to meet you here? The last time I tried to give you my business, you had me thrown out. It's nice to see you've changed your mind. I have a business proposal for you. One that will get you access to Sunny.
Well, it's evident that Maximista is troubled. It's been proven most unwise to just show up and demand...
I don't have time to beg, okay? I came by to tell you guys that Lulu is at DEFCON 1, and if someone doesn't do something fast, she's gonna blow everyone's life to hell, including her own.
It would save everybody, including yourself, a lot of trouble if you just admit you killed Logan Hayes in self-defense.
I want to see Johnny Zakara.
You'll have to wait your turn.
Take Mr. Love to X-ray and I'll examine him after doctor.
You want to examine him? You're the one that punched him.
I'm also the one who saved his life last summer.
Yeah, I guess it's true what they say about the business. You're only as good as your last gig, right?
You have no idea what you've bloody well done.
Don't try and speak.
You know, if you broke his jaw, we're going to have to cancel the rest of the tour. We'll sue. Probably put you in jail for aggravated assault.
Well, then I'll go to the tabloids with the dirt on my affair with the fabulous Eli Love. And that a granny gets his motor going.
It's probably nothing more than a bruise anyways. Go ahead, Cassius.
Sure thing. And I can actually play my latest composition. It's kind of like a hip-hop opera, if you will.
You?
What?
Well, you know how I call you a Neanderthal when you want to solve problems with your fists?
Yes.
Well, this time, caveman, I approve.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why not take this to my lawyers? Isn't that how deals are supposed to work?
I don't trust your lawyers, neither should you. Rick and Trevor Lansing are loyal to your father. They do what's in Anthony Zaccaro's best interest, not yours.
My freedom is in my father's best interest.
Both men are afraid of your father. They tell him what he wants to hear, that they can get you acquitted, but they can't.
Then I'm supposed to take your word on that?
Sooner or later, we're going to find your accomplice. And when we do, you better hope they don't roll over on you just to save themselves.
He shouldn't be here. John doesn't need any distractions.
If you try and make me leave, I'll start yelling for my brother, the cop.
Lulu, I believe that you really do care about John.
I don't care what you believe in.
Well, do you believe that I know John has been brought up on charges for murder because of you? So every minute that you spend with him, you drive him towards his own destruction. Now stay away from him.
It'd be smart to think about it.
Commissioner, You wouldn't be questioning my client, now would you? Without the benefit of counsel.
Actually, the commissioner just offered me a deal.
Now, wasn't it you that accused me of being stalker obsessed with Sonny? A lot's happened since then. Look, Carly, I can't even imagine what you're going through. But if this is about Michael, I'm really not sure how I can help you. This isn't about Michael. It's about life after Michael. My husband's in business with that witch, Kate Howard. You know that Sonny is not going to stick around that one. I know that. And he's going to be looking for someone more exciting. Put you in proximity and everybody gets what they want. You must be really mad at him if you want to use me as revenge against him. I want Jax out of business with Kate Howard by any means necessary. That's where you come in.
So what do you know about my client?
Andrei Karpov, player in the Russian mafia.
You're mistaken. Mr. Karpov is a successful businessman.
Good for him.
My client is intrigued with the Port Charles area. He wants to establish a presence here, and he hopes that you, Mr. Corinthos, can help.
As I mentioned, I'm retired.
Mr. Karpov is aware of your career change. All he asks is a meeting to discuss options.
Well, maybe I need to hear from Mr. Karpov himself.
Good, you made it.
I told you we'd be back, and apparently so are the patients.
Yeah. Look, I know how valuable your time is. I just want you both to know that I appreciate you spending some of it here.
Oh, yeah, of course, but you should be thanking Nadine. She's your biggest cheerleader. And she's come up with a pretty good sales pitch, too. Well, I simply pointed out the spiritual rewards of volunteering to help those less fortunate.
Right.
Which I fell for. I should guess so, didn't I? I'm going to see if I can find anything to tie Dr. Hunter to the counterfeit drugs. I mean, right now it's just an overheard phone call and a hunch, but I have a feeling that... Oh, okay. Yeah, so it looks... Oh, good.
We're busy. I'm sorry, did I interrupt something? Just seems like an oddly public place to be having such a private conversation.
No. We were actually talking about you.
Eli Love is a dog.
He's a dog. And I'm not feeling angry or deeply offended. The whole thing is just incredibly sad.
That's probably why they say you shouldn't meet your idols. They'll never live up to your expectations.
I felt that he spoke to my heart, and his lyrics are so beautiful, and he's just so charismatic and vulnerable on stage. And I know I joked about the whole groupie thing, but I honestly believed that we connected on some deep level. It's ridiculous.
Well, first of all, you're no one's groupie. Second of all, he was as big a fan of yours as you were of his.
Okay, maybe we did have the mutual admiration thing going. And of course the sex. Oh, that's sorry. Sorry. I because he has been such a horrible dweeb and just so shallow, I kind of feel like I need to justify the whole thing on some level.
Oh, I'm sorry he disappointed you.
No, it was just the wake-up call I needed. Really. We were both being shallow. I, at least, knew it.
Oh, please, do not compare yourself to that dweeb.
Yeah. I mean, age is just a number, right? It doesn't mean anything. I mean, who really cares? Being a grandmother is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful gift from you to me. You lovely thing. I'm so excited and I'm so grateful that I am actually young enough to be able to watch your child grow up.
Well, I'm waiting for x-rays, but it looks like it could be a hairline fracture in Eli's jaw. In that case, he won't be able to sing, and I could be in serious trouble.
How many times did you see Logan the day he died?
3. I ran into him on the Elm Street pier after I left visiting Spinelli at the hospital. He was talking to Dr. Hunter, the resident that treated Spinelli.
Yeah, his artistry as a doctor is beyond compare, but his bedside manner is lacking.
He's a jerk. But Logan was a bigger jerk, so I told Dr. Hunter I thought Logan was a loser. which was a really bad idea. But how was I supposed to know that Logan was going crazy?
How did Logan respond to that?
Called me a slut and a lot of other not nice things. Then he left. I mean, Dr. Hunter even said he thought he was going crazy.
What about the next time you saw him?
I was at work. Lulu was at work too. And so was Kate. He just showed up at our office and said he was going to win Lulu back.
Which is completely irrational because the Crappy Commando is ancient history in the Blonde One's world.
Then what?
Logan gave some big speech about how great he and Lulu had been until I ruined everything.
Did Lulu defend herself?
She tried to be as direct with him as possible. She told him that she was happy I had slept with Logan because she never would have met Johnny. And I mean, I realize now that that was the moment Logan snapped.
Assuming that I want an all-access pass, what's in it for me, and what is your plan?
Jax is the primary investor of Crimson Magazine, and I want you to buy him out.
Well, I can see why that would work for you, but again, where's the incentive for me?
Since your father's release, you've been wandering around Port Charles like you're lost. I'm guessing you're not involved in the family business anymore. You could use a project to focus on, don't you think?
Oh, and you think that I should make my mark in the world of fashion?
With Kate and Sonny engaged, Sonny is going to be at Crimson offices all the time. Sonny has no willpower, he loves temptation, and you can easily seduce him.
As easily as falling out of bed. But here's where your plan hits a wall. Why would I invest enormous sums of money to get access to a man I've already had?
Well, this is unexpected. Can't imagine what you two have to talk about.
Carly wants me to buy your share of Crimson. And I have to say that I think it's a very intriguing proposal.
Really? Wow. I didn't realize that my shares of Crimson were for sale. I don't think they are. I'm sorry if Carly misled you.
They're mine. If you change your mind, let me know.
Has someone paged me?
Yes. Hi. Do you have a minute?
For you, always.
Okay, great. So I've done something incredibly embarrassing.
Well, considering the stupid things I've done, I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, I didn't tell Eli that Robin was pregnant. In fact, I actively hid it from him. And it turns out that my instincts were right on, because as soon as he found out I was going to be a grandmother, he made it very clear that I was too old for him.
That's really rude.
I know, it's so rude. Anyway, your lovely son took exception to it, and he took a swing at Eli.
Patrick punched Eli Love?
He decked him.
Wow. Well, I kind of like that.
Yeah,
and I can assure you, you're not too old for anything. But, anyway, so why do you feel the need to confess this to me?
Oh, I'm getting there. So, it turns out that Eli, he might have like a hairline fracture to the jaw, which means that he can't sing. And so his road manager is threatening to sue Patrick if they have to cancel the tour. And now, I was wondering how you would feel filling in for Eli on stage one last time.
Oh, Anna, look, I would love to help you out, but I can't risk that.
You know, I don't know what makes me angrier. The way you lied about accepting my business dealings with Kate, or the fact that you went behind my back to Claudia Zaccara, of all people.
It wasn't a lie. It wasn't. I was avoiding a fight. And since this is my problem, I figured I should come up with the solution. Claudia can afford to buy you out. You won't lose a dime, and then Kate becomes Claudia's headache.
Next time you come up with a scheme, Carly, you might want to think it through a little longer and a little better. Claudia's money's dirty. A transaction with any Zaccara would subject me to government investigation and approval. Did you forget that I pled no contest to RICO charges a few years ago to save my brother and my father? Because I certainly haven't. My criminal record is actually worse than Sonny's.
I don't see how that could.
So if I'm ever charged again for any kind of RICO violation, I would lose everything. Probably go to jail, and you would lose everything. So you want to tell me again how brilliant your idea was?
What was Logan's attitude when he left the office?
Furious? No, beyond that. He had just been humiliated and we rejected. Lulu and I had to go back to work, and Kate was leaving for Manhattan, so Lulu rode down on the elevator to get some last-minute instructions from Kate.
Which means you were alone in the office.
Exactly. I went to take a fax into Kate's office, and I heard the elevator doors open. I thought that maybe it was Lulu or Kate coming back, but it was Logan.
Was he looking for Lulu?
He was looking for me. Said it was my fault. That I was the reason Lulu dumped him. I'd ruined his life. As if they would have lasted 10 minutes if Logan hadn't jumped into bed with me.
Let's just stay on track. You said Logan blamed you.
Yeah, I tried to talk him down.
What'd you say?
That he could just leave. And we could forget any of that stuff had happened. Tried to pick up the phone and call security, but he lost it.
Did you think he would kill you?
He was tearing at my clothes. Saying stuff like if I wanted him so badly, I could finally have him. I just completely lost it. I mean, I tried to fight him off, but he threw me over Kate's desk and I must have hit my head or something.
Do you have cuts? Do you have any bruises?
What, am I on trial?
No, not yet.
Stone Cold, she's been through most grievous trauma. Perhaps you should question her with just a little more sensitivity.
You okay? Do you want to stop?
I'm fine. It's been at least. No, there were no visible cuts or bruises, but it hurt.
Okay, so what happened after Logan hit you?
I was lying on the ground. I looked up at him and I remember thinking, that was it. I was trapped. I'm gonna die now. And then Logan looked out the window. It's like he sensed something. Now I know that he was looking at Johnny's penthouse because you can see it from Kate's office. And that's really the last thing I remember before I lost consciousness. And when I woke up later, Johnny was there. I told him about Logan looking out the window, so we figured he had gone over to Johnny's penthouse. And when we got there, Lulu was just kneeling over Logan's body and he was already dead.
Commissioner, with all due respect, you're not the DA. You got no business making deals.
I can make a plea happen, Johnny. Just say the word.
How? Shut up.
Logan Hayes was a loose cannon. You two brawled in public days before he died. A manslaughter plea will probably get you 5 years. You'll be out in 2.
Johnny's not going to prison. Whoa. That idea is acceptable neither to Anthony Zacchara nor me.
2 years. Life without parole. Or lethal injection. It's your choice.
You are not going to make any deal.
Lulu, what are you thinking?
Mr. Corinthos, thank you for coming. This way. Mr. Corinthos, this is my client, Andrei Karpov.
Mr. Corinthos, Mr. Karpov.
I'll leave you gentlemen to speak privately.
All right.
It is good of you to agree to see me. And then as busy as you.
I've consolidated my interests. I'm focusing on the coffee business at this point.
I had heard. It seems impossible, given your success in other areas.
It's a long story. I just want to simplify.
I had hoped you might consider consulting work.
Go on.
I need an associate here in Port Charles. An ally, if you will. I was hoping you'd be that person.
I love being in love. It was a fantasy fulfilled, you know. I liked it too much. I not only embraced the concert, I embraced his whole lifestyle, the late nights, the parties, loving the attention from beautiful women like you.
That is a problem. Why?
I'm an alcoholic. And Eli isn't, or so he tells himself. So when I became Eli, I
You really became Eli.
Yeah. Had a drink and then another drink. And I'm just fortunate that the concert came so soon and Eli's entourage left town. You know, otherwise I might have hurt some of my patients going into the OR drunk. Anyway, so I checked myself into rehab and I got sober, and when I got out, I felt like I had to get my priorities straight, which is why I went to work for Doctors Without Borders. I'm thankful for that every day of my life.
You're a good man.
No, I'm just a slow learner. It took me years to figure it out, you know, and in the process, I lost any chance I could have of a real relationship with my son. So, I'm a work in progress, you know. My sobriety is my lifeline, and as much as I would dearly love to have an encore as Eli Love, I can't risk it.
Hey, I didn't expect to see you back.
Just wanted to give you a heads up. You may get a call from Claudia Zacchara.
I really don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, it was one of Carly's ideas. Yeah. She wanted Claudia to buy my shares of Crimson, so just...
Okay. Look, Jax, what you do in your personal life is your business, but you need to handle Carly.
Yeah.
I will not let her sabotage Crimson. My reputation is already on thin ice.
I understand.
No, if you even think about selling to Claudia Zacchara, I will take you to court and sue you for breach of contract and bad faith.
I'm not selling to Claudia Zacchara. And if I were to sell to anyone, I would have the decency to tell you first. And just for the record, Kate, don't ever threaten me again.
So, doctor, how's it going for you so far?
The doctoring, it's going just fine. Things are picking up here. It's good.
Sure are. I mean, as long as I'm paying for your fellowship, I might as well get my money's worth.
Right. Not that I'm not grateful for every cent.
No.
But these days I'm just working for the love of it.
Well, I have to say you did a nice job diagnosing that little girl that was in here this morning.
Yeah.
If you hadn't gotten her to GH so quickly, she could have died, you know.
Yeah. I know. Last I heard, she's stabilized.
Yeah, she is. Listen, does it worry you at all that we found yet another facility giving out fake medication?
I don't know. Does it worry you?
Yeah. I mean,
anytime any patient is at risk.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite unsettling, really. I've never seen anything like this. Have you?
If you're still trying to hide the fact that you like Nicholas, I suggest you stop staring. Or is it Dr. Hunter you can't keep your eyes off of?
Actually, it is Dr. Hunter I'm interested in right now.
Counterfeit drugs are a big business. It's big money.
Yeah.
It's big money. Sorry.
No.
I have to take this.
Of course, sure.
Yeah, hang on. No, thank you for calling me back so quickly. It's important. No, listen. The nurse overheard our conversation before. No, that's very kind, but I will handle her myself.
Miss Zacchara, your lunch appointment called. He's running about 10 minutes late.
Oh, thanks.
Hello. It's Claudia. Yeah, I got your message. Thank you.
Listen, I ran into a little problem myself. Do you think we could just reschedule our lunch for another day? Okay, great. Thanks.
I want to avoid friction with the cars. And more importantly, with your former associate, Mr. Morgan.
Well, you don't ask for much.
There is no reason I can't advance my own interests without compromising anyone else's. America is a wonderful country, a land of plenty. There is a lot of things to go around.
If you want assurances, you should be asking somebody else.
You, man of your influence, is the ideal person to help promote my business, an ambassador of some sorts. You can ease my entry into this wonderful community.
What do I get?
What do you want?
Okay, if I get involved in any way, you can't compete or challenge with my old organization.
Done.
Done?
Yes.
Okay. I'll consider your request.
Well, it looks like we dodged a bullet.
Yeah, looks like it's only a bruise, so the singing thing shouldn't be a problem.
Good. That's a relief. Really. You know, I mean, he's a brilliant performer. I don't wish him any ill much.
So I got a press interview, radio interviews for next week. I'll reset for what?
Just give me a minute, Chip, will you?
No, Eli, we don't have time for this.
Okay. Hey, Doc. I just want you to know there are no hard feelings.
Good. We were just commenting how we enjoy your concerts, so.
Look, you know, I'm going back to the hotel now. You know, once I get past the paparazzi and the crazies, why don't you come up to my room? We'll have dinner together, all right?
Me? Why don't I come with you now?
Come on, sweetheart, you know what it's like. I mean, at the moment I'm seen with anyone, it's all over the place.
Yeah. Well, I would rather not be someone that you can't be seen with in public, so why don't I just pass on forever?
I know why you're so mad. It's...
Do I look mad? Am I mad? I'm not mad.
It's just part of the job description, you know? I mean, I've got to protect the old image. I mean, as beautiful and sexy a grandma as you are, it just doesn't fit with the profile, you know what I'm saying? You're an arrogant bastard, you know that.
Sorry, Chip. Look, Kate, you and I have had a great working relationship so far, and I'd really like to keep it that way. But at the end of the day, I am a businessman, and I have to protect my investment.
As do I.
Yes, but we've been going in the same direction up until now. So I'm just saying, just choose your words a little more carefully next time. Okay?
I did overreact just a little. Well, I don't know. Somehow the idea of Claudia Zacchara involved with Crimson just set me over the edge.
Not selling to Claudia Zacchara.
Okay, good.
What?
That's relief because we can't afford to have all of our work tarnished by an association with a crime
Huh?
Okay,
What?
okay. Sonny is not involved with the business.
Just, yeah.
I get it, Jax, okay?
It's okay, because I can't afford an association with Zacchara either, so.
We're on the same page.
Yeah, it appears that way. That's good.
Jax, there's just one little caveat. Carly excels at making trouble, and quite frankly, I am tired of being the target of choice. I do not take kindly to sabotage in my business or personal life.
I've already talked to Carly that I won't be putting up with any more interference. Yeah. I've reached my limit, and she knows that.
Who knows the truth?
You, me, Johnny, Lulu, Spinelli. Lulu's starting to feel really guilty, okay? Not just about what she did to Logan, but because Johnny is taking the blame.
Assuming that Lulu's rights could be protected by an able attorney like the Brusque Lady of Justice, Diane, maybe a full confession would be advisable.
Lulu has a mother who's a vegetable in a rocking chair over killing a guy. And I don't think it's going to take much to put Lulu in the same condition.
It's very sweet that you're so, protective over Lulu.
I'm scared for myself, okay? I don't want to go to prison as an accessory to murder. I don't want to break Mac's heart. I never should have started lying about this.
No, you did the right thing. I want you to stay here with Spinelli.
Well, what are you going to do?
Well, I'm gonna try to fix this.
You don't do anyone any good hanging around here.
You cannot make me stay away from Johnny, so don't make me fight you about it.
Listen, why don't I buy you a cup?
I said that I'm fine!
Johnny, you and I know your father. The worse things are for you, the more dangerous he becomes.
There's not much I can do about that from in here.
Just shut your mouth and talk to nobody. You know how far your father will go to protect you. And if you don't handle this right, There will be people who die.
You want to help me out, Trevor? Get me out of here.
Is Trevor getting you out?
That's his job. Don't worry about that. Are you okay?
No, I'm not good. I'm having second thoughts about pretty much everything. I had a really stupid impulse.
What did you do?
I have a gun in my purse.
That didn't take long.
It's a small world, don't you think? One of my father's bodyguards recommended the Curtain. Said it was kind of a mob hangout. Boy, were they right.
You should try the borscht.
Oh, is that what you and Andrei Karpov were talking about? Sonny Corinthos, newly retired kingpin, meeting with one of Eastern Europe's most notorious gangsters. All you came away with was a taste for beet soup? I don't think so.
If there's no heart problems, what does that mean?
What's your impression of that new doctor over there?
Why do you ask?
No, he's working on a Cassadine Foundation grant. I'm just curious to know what the nurses think about him.
Just check to see if the patient is allergic to penicillin, and I will order up the antibiotics.
Will do, doctor.
Yes.
Got it.
Nurse
Okay.
Crowell. Somehow, I ended up getting all the credit for the kid who came into the clinic this morning. Not that I don't deserve it, but I thought you did really well, too. Don't think I didn't notice.
No big deal.
Still, you made me look good. I love looking good. So, how about I buy you dinner?
Are you asking me out?
Was that a problem for you?
I just saw Kate.
Wow, do I get a running commentary every time you see your business partner? Because if you think it helps, it doesn't.
No, I just wanted to give her a heads up in case Claudia Zaccara called that I won't be selling my shares to her.
So you told Kate all about that?
Well, yeah, that's how I run my business. Full disclosure, that's how I hope to run my marriage, too.
Kate can't stand me, and she won't be happy until you hate me.
Oh, Carly, come on, give me a little more credit. It's about our life together. My success allows me to give you and Morgan and the children we don't have yet a great life. With security and freedom. I mean, freedom to do whatever we want, to see things, to learn about new things, and never have to worry. There's a whole world out there, Carly. I mean, I want us to take Morgan to Paris, for instance, to see the Mona Lisa in person. And when he studies Roman history, I want to walk him through the Forum myself. And there's things that I want to see with you, through your eyes. But I can give us the world, Carly. What I can't handle is your lack of trust and these destructive games that you insist on playing. I mean, I want us to get past this. But I swear to you, if you sabotage my business with Crimson one more time, I'll leave you.
Clarice, I need you to set up a meeting with Roger Canfield in 45 minutes.
I'll set it up and notify Jax.
No, Jax is going to be late.
He is?
And when he asks why, you're going to tell him that you spoke to Carly and that she promised she would relay the message.
You're submarining Mr. Jax's wife.
I've been patient with Carly. I really have, but she took the first shot. She went after my relationship with Sonny. She went after my reputation. She's undermining my business partnership and now my magazine. I mean, really, Clarice. How much is a girl supposed to take?
I'm surprised you put up with her as long as you have. You never allowed it when you were running Couture.
Did you think I was going soft? Well, the gloves are off, Clarice. If Carly lies to Jax one more time, Jax has told me that he's going to leave her, and it will be so much easier to deal with Jax once Carly is out of the picture.
We dealt with Karpov when I was living with my Uncle Rudy in Milan.
Why should that interest me?
These people are dangerous. They have no code, no honor. They've been expanding throughout Europe, and it makes sense that they want to move into the U.S.
It's a big country.
And Port Charles is the perfect point of entry. But Karpov is new here. He doesn't know the area. He doesn't know the players, so he needs someone to facilitate things. Enter you, newly retired and bored out of your mind?
Actually, I'm not that bored. And it's not really your concern, so...
Well, it is my concern. Because these people are dangerous, and I would hate to see the balance of power upset.
Well, I understand that you weren't allowed, access to your family business. Now you're interfering with mine. It's not a good thing, you know what I mean?
I'm thinking of my little brother here the same way you're thinking of Jason. You are thinking of Jason, aren't you? What do you think he'd say about you and Karpov?
Call him. Ask him.
Get the gun out of here, Lulu. Take it outside and throw it in the
I
trash.
can't stand the idea of you being in lockup for something that I did. I thought I could use this to help you get out. I'm so sorry. I wanted to help, but everything that I do is making this worse.
Okay, you need to get out of here. If you get caught with a gun in a police station, you're gonna get arrested.
I'm not leaving you. You can't pay for something that I did.
You need to trust that I'm gonna get out of this, Lulu, but if you go through with this now, we're all screwed.
Where's my sister? She's in with our VIP murder suspect.
Okay, try to calm down. We need to get out of here before you get caught.
No, I can't do this anymore. I have to tell Lucky the truth.
Back off or I'll kill her.